friends. I am outside again and it is cold again, and I don't care because I really, really like being outside. And I don't even need to mention it, but it's too late now. Okay, so today I thought I would come and tell you more about the book. First of all, I've gotten some pre-orders in real life already. There's even a boy at the gym who said that he did not care that it was 550 pages. He didn't care how much it cost. He was going to buy one just as long as I signed it for him. So basically, we're on it, guys. Fame is right there. Knocking at our doors, friends. Okay, the book is 59 chapters, and each and every one of the chapters is titled because I like that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Instead of writing 59 books, I wrote 59 chapters, and they all have their own little title. The first 2 chapters are titled Genesis, and then there's a parenthetical title that you'll have to read the book to find out, and Roots and Wings. And then the last 2 chapters are called Afterlife and Give Thanks. I mentioned before in another video that animals were a totem in the book, and music is also a totem in the book. There are songs and music in it that I think really paint a soundtrack that is pretty cool. I mean, obviously, in my opinion, it was my music and stuff. Really, really cool. And also, I have a degree in fine arts with an emphasis in film, and so I have experience screenwriting, and so I tried to make the prose as cinematic as possible without going into too much detail. I just wanted to set a scene every single time and like a mise en scène and make sure that it is followed through for the entire chapter. So I hope that that shows, because if it doesn't, then I went to school for absolutely nothing else. And unlike my videos and a lot of the stuff that I put out on my Tumblr, I do put more effort into this book, obviously. Like when it comes to getting everything right and making sure that the spelling is right. I know that it's not going to be perfect, but, you know, obviously there's a lot more effort that goes into this book than what I just throw out there regularly. Let's see. I'm deciding on a cover right now. I really like graphic design, so I want to do it myself, and I just don't know where to go with it. There's a lot of different. There was one I had at the beginning, and I think it's a little bit too plain now, but we'll see. And so now on to a little bit of a teaser. So I told you before that my favorite part of the story was the love story between myself and my little dog. The most interesting part of the story is probably for everyone why myself and my little dog were outside for 5 years, why we were outside during COVID, and why we were outside for 5 years. During the course of my life and the book Living Out, I was made homeless and lived homeless for 5 years, and I went to jail 3 times protecting my right to free speech, my right to privacy, and my civil rights. It's basically, long story short, without giving away too many spoilers, violations of the Patriot Act vibes. And if you look at my content online, you'll see why I was targeted, and you'll also see why they lost. Because, like, you weren't messing with me, you were messing with the Holy Ghost. That's obvious now. It wasn't so obvious at the time. In the book, it's very, very interesting. Because of these trials and tribulations that I was put through, I was able to walk countless miles, not just a mile, but countless miles in the shoes of the otherwise forgotten. Now imagine that. Someone as articulate and understanding and thoughtful and bold as myself living such a life so that I could one day come back and give my testimony. I think it's incredible. Tupac Shakur once famously said, "I may not change the world, but I guarantee you I will spark the mind that does." Hey, Ernesto Che Guevara once said, "You can kill a man, but you cannot kill a revolution." And here I am, like a rose that grows from concrete, like a tree that grows in Brooklyn. They tried to bury us. They didn't know we were seeds. Still we